Here we go.
I gotta get that video from him, because everything I did, I sent it to him and my other friend to make sure, and I sent it to the other half too, so that they'll know I have to protect me anything kicked off.
Right.
Yeah. So he got to find those 2 videos. He got to go in his iCloud. He got to find that shit and send it to you. So I got to have that. So maybe sometime there I gotta, if you don't mind, I gotta call him and tell him to do that, because he told me,
No problem.
I'm gonna get you some money over there. I have it by next week. I ain't got. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. Then he said, well, maybe you're supposed to be sit down for a reason, bro.
Why do people say that?
Man, listen, because they copped out. They don't know how to handle their own situation. So I don't really want to talk to my brother, because he on some bullshit. He ain't gonna, he can't come together with me. That's all I was trying to say this whole time. So I haven't called my boy yet, because I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen this evening, what the conversation gonna allow them to be. Then I can go. I can go for that. Yeah, I can go from there. So, and then move more people in here. I'm getting bored as a motherfucker. Yeah.
You need some magazine?
Yeah. First, I want to talk with you too. I need to talk to you.
What I did?
You ain't did
Oh.
I mean, you ain't did nothing. I gotta see what's going on. I gotta understand what's happening here in my life. My life has been spent like a motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all gonna be good. I know it's gonna come later, because I've been through worse shit than this. Maybe I have. No, I take that back. Yeah, I have. But not like this. See, one thing I ain't doing, I'm not going to prison for that paper shit, that kid shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take that, because I didn't do that shit. So I'm not gonna sit here and take something I didn't do. To me, that's like murder. That's like murder. You know what I'm saying? And that's not in my spirit. So I'm not gonna let nobody convince me, try to tell me that here. Now, I'm not doing it. Now, on some other shit, motherfuckers say kick out. Okay, let's see what's real, what ain't real. Okay, now, whatever, I don't know, but I ain't get that shit. But when it comes down to that shit right there, I'm not going to prison for that shit. I'm not. So I'm telling you that straight up front. And another thing, that motherfucker hated me so bad. She hated me so goddamn bad. But I didn't realize it. But I realized it, but I'm glad I documented all my shit. Yeah. Got her ass on goddamn.
Really?
Yeah. I thought.
Your son said she's crazy.
What does how Sheridan feel about him? What does how Sheridan feels about him? What does that have to do with her name and her children's names being on leases and documents that she knew not of? What does that have to do? What does one have to do with the other? And the fact that you have it documented that she doesn't like you only in some people's minds, like mine, you are really only validating her not liking you, because she didn't go over there and make that stuff up on her own. You put her in that. Erica put her in that, allegedly. You and Erica put her in that, allegedly. Okay? So what in the world? Come on, man. What does that have to do with her not liking you? I don't care if she didn't like you. I don't care if she hated you. I don't care if she threatened you. Like, I mean, that's something that she could literally get in trouble for if she threatened you or something. We see you're still here, so she never did take you out of here or anything. So what does that have to do with anything? You putting her in the middle of some mess, what does that have to do with her not liking you? It sounds like she had good reason not to like you, sir. She wasn't supposed to like you. You was out to steal, kill, and destroy from the beginning. And she probably sensed it, and she probably saw it, and she probably heard about things that you were doing. Sheridan is, she's she's a young woman. She might have heard about things that Nesto was doing at that barbershop. She might have heard about the way he was with with young women that were around, and all kinds of stuff she might have been privy to because of her age, because of people telling her, or rumors, or certain innuendo. I mean, he might not hide things as well as he thinks he does. So it's no telling what all are the reasons why that Sheridan, everybody said that Sheridan didn't like him. And why is Dion so quick to collaborate this, or it's corroborate? Why is Dion so quick to corroborate this foolishness? Did he hear it? What happened? Why aren't you telling the story? Maybe he's going to tell the story about what Sheridan did, like he said, what gave us some hints and clues as to what his daughter did. He still hasn't like completely spelled out the story of anything that has happened. He's just saying like how much people hate him, how much problems he had with certain situations. Okay, what happened? What exactly was said? And why are you saying that? Why don't you say why? Why don't you say why, Nesto? That's what you're not going to do, because you're so busy trying to hide the real reasons behind things. You're never going to say the why. But come on, let's hear what else you got to say.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Your son said, I stay away from her. She crazy. She on some baddie shit. And she had told my father she was going to do everything in her power to fuck they shit up.
See, she told my father she was going to do everything in her power. Dion ain't heard that. He's sitting up here believing unbelievable Nesto. Dion is believing the unbelievable Nesto. So that's where Dion got it from. He got it from his daddy's mouth. The con man, the man that is a manipulator, that's always thinking of ways to turn people the way that he wants them turned. She ain't said that to Dion. Nesto created that so that everybody can be thinking what he wants them to think. He's a con man, he's a master manipulator, and he's always going to be trying to turn it, to spin it, to make people believe what he wants them to believe, to put people in the frame of mind that he wants them to be in. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a question. This is another thing. They say, man, that's why I just like my face together. Then when I talk to you, I like to have my face together, and I like to have a second ear for eyes.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on here? Now, the man said, "Oh,
you got 2 ears. You got 2 ears. Why do you need to have an amen corner? I need to have a second ear or a second set of eyes so I see what's going on." Why? You have 2 ears and you have 2 eyes. That's not something that you need. This guy always wants somebody to follow along and be in agreement with him. Like we're gonna keep hearing this same theme of, see what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? No, don't nobody understand what you're saying, because you don't even ever even articulate anything appropriately. No, nobody understands what you're saying. And I really wish everybody would start telling him, no, I do not get it. And make it, if people would just do that one thing, I'm sorry. If everybody would just do that one thing, make him fully articulate what he's saying. Until it makes sense to you for real. He will stop all this. He'll stop all this foolishness and nonsense and tomfoolery, because hardly nothing that he says ever makes sense. And people just keep appeasing him and saying, yeah, oh yeah, I hear you. Okay, yeah, I understand. And they know good and well they don't understand. If everybody would do that one thing, make him fully articulate like Dre does. Make this ninja fully articulate until it really makes sense to you. He'll stop playing all of y'all. He will stop playing all of y'all. But until that day, he gonna keep on playing you. He gonna keep on playing you.
Because we didn't go forward with the indictment, because you can't even go forward with indictment if you have everything together. That is the dumbest thing in the world. If you got your shit together, go ahead on and do what you got to do. Right?
Right. Because he's talking strong like you got it.
But that ain't what he's saying. He's saying that they're trying to say, well, we got more coming. So you got more coming. How is they going to back up for that? That don't make sense to me. That shit makes no sense.
That's because you don't want to understand. It does make sense. We have more coming to add to it. As soon as we get together, as soon as we make these appointments, and I have people that tell me that they can come in this time, and I have people that say that they flying in, they got to fly in. I got people that say that they work Monday through Sunday, but they're going to find some time to come in and do their interview. I got a couple of people that's scared to come in, but we think that they're, we think if we just give them a little bit of time, they're going to go ahead. Maybe we're going to send the detectives over to them so they can give their statement elsewhere. We got a lot of stuff in the making. And guess what? We don't have to tell you. We don't have to tell you, because is it that somebody said that they don't, I think Nesto said this, they don't really owe you discovery unless they indict you. Maybe they don't want to indict you yet because they don't have to. They can just hold you. So maybe they're holding you because they don't want to give discovery. It makes sense. And I don't even know all about all this type of stuff, but that makes sense to me. If I got a lot of people that I'm trying to coordinate getting these statements from and making sure that they're fully on board, okay, then if I indict you today, I have to make discovery available. And I don't want to make discovery available now because I still got some more things to add on to support my case. So why indict you? And I don't have to. I can wait until I got all my ducks in a row, okay? And then I can indict you once I have everything together. And then when I have to give discovery to your attorney, then I have a lot of things to support my case. And then I can give the discovery of what I have to give to your attorney when I have to give it, which is when we indict you. Makes sense to me. I don't know why these two can't seem to get it, but it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, because that's him buying time. Like every time he go to court, he keeps saying, well, I got some interviews and we got more charges coming and we're going to get him with RICO. And then they go to court and the next time and we got more charges. Well, where the charges from 5 months ago? Where them at? Where the charges from a year ago when you said the same shit in court a year ago? Where's that at?
Yeah, I don't like to assume. I don't like to assume shit either. I don't like to do that because that's not good.
It's where it is. It's wherever it is. Because they can do what they've done. Obviously, they can do what they've done. Some stuff might not be quite right, but they'll worry about that later. And so they're doing what is within their power to do. And that's it.
Good to be facts is good to me. You know what I'm saying? Facts is good to me. Just assuming shit, that's why I don't like doing it. When you get to talking, I'll be trying to cut you off because I don't want you to assume anything.
I feel like this part right here, he's like beating Sonya into her place. Okay, Sonya, you got to get, you're a little bit too high and mighty for Nesto. You got to get whipped into place. You got to get enough beat down to be more moldable and he can't beat you down too much because you got to stay on board. But you're a little bit too sure of your BS talk, and he got to beat that down out of you, because, the man is a PIMP at the end of the day. And if he can't do it one way, he's going to do it another way. So you got to get some type of shaming, some type of, humiliation, some type of, he got to chop, dude like him, he got to chop away at your self-esteem because, he that's just what he got to do. He got to make sure you stay around, and he's got to make sure you're not overly, confident. And also, as you hang around and more and more, he just got to keep you looped in. So part of that is taking little hits to your self-esteem. Got to hit, chop, chop, chop away at your self-esteem, but just not too much so you won't go away. So Sonya, she's getting a little spanking right now, about something that really doesn't even make any sense. Talking about, I want you to have your facts together. I think this is also too probably a little spanking for her because she don't be on top of his business enough. He wants her to completely go all in, being a detective, being, calling around, getting what he needs. He wants her to find the money he needs. He wants her to find the best somebody to represent him. He wants her to get good information, not just what she thinks, because he done figured out, she not altogether what everything that she says she is. So he wants her to hustle and bustle about getting real, uh doing that real work, okay, of getting money and getting good representation. And she hasn't been doing that, so he's giving her this spanking, just enough so she'll get it in order, so she'll take a few hits to her self-esteem and get in line, finding him what he really needs. And don't go away, though. It's not going to be that severe. Don't go away, but severe enough to where he's chopping away at her just doing all that talk.
But you have your friends together.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So when you see these videos, if he still got it, if he don't, I'll call my best friend. No, he got him. I know he
That's
got it.
fine. You're gonna have character witnesses. That's all.
Yeah.
You have character witnesses all day long that can vouch for a person's character.
Yeah. Well, he ain't gonna get hit about 5. Yeah, about 5 o'clock. So that's cool. Yeah. What time? About 12. What time I call you back when you're fully awoke and got yourself together for yourself?
Let's talk about fun. I don't know.
Are you laughing? Are you laughing?
No, I love
So
you.
exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. It's crazy. Just call me back whenever you. If you can't call me back after your visit, call me, and you feel like you need to talk, call me before then. It's on you.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
Yeah, if you can, because I know you got a lot on your mind, I definitely get him. I need to get that video. I need to get my shit together so I can present that, and I need to go ahead and work on this public defender. I need to go work on this public defender. Yeah. If I was out, I can get me a lawyer. Because I know what kind of lawyer gonna represent me. Because I'm gonna do my research. I can't research nothing in here for the best for me.
I can research for you, but if you get a public.
See, I can research for you. So he gave her that little spanking, and then he got off of it, and then he came back with, see, I need to get out of here. Because I need to research. If I could do this, then I could do that. I got to get out of here because I can't do nothing for myself in here. So see, now that he gave her that little tap tap, and you don't be having your facts together. Now I can do it. I can do it. Okay. So see, it worked. What can you say? I mean, you can't say too much when this stuff works. It you know, Sad, but it's working.
So they're going, and I just, if I got to work with them, I'll work with them. You don't call me between 1 and 1:30. I got a phone interview with this company.
Okay, all right, I won't. Okay, I won't.
But anytime after 1:30, if you feel the need, or just call me after your visit. I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, because I need to. Yeah. So.
But I did text them.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the man said. That's what he said. Oh, I'm not going to disclose that. When he asked me, well, you let the.
That's fine. You get transcripts on all of that, because all of that stuff is recorded. Every court hearing is recorded. So, and I told him that we need to get transcripts from all her hearings.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to talk about anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure. Okay, so where your headspace at?
He don't want to talk about it because he knows he's not across the board with his convictions on things. He's going hard on you and light on her for whatever reason.
Right.
And I feel like it's because she done went and lied and try to put everything on you, because it's a lot of people out here that save yourself, fuck everybody else, and you make it look like it's all on this person.
Well, it ain't shit.
And they sit there and they suck it up. And they sit there and they be like,
There's nothing to lie on. It's not that serious. The shit ain't that serious.
Yeah, but the thing of it is you can lie first, and then it's a matter of trying to find the evidence to back up. You get me? And a lot of times, like these people that get convicted wrongfully, they have evidence that support innocence, but they look past that and still want to go for a conviction.
Okay, I mean, have you ever heard? Well, you don't know because you ain't no experience before either. I haven't either. To me, I got a murder charge bond.
Right, because one, you're not a repeat offender on.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Or pictures, or whatever they're trying to say it is. That is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. You don't have any type of crimes against women, children, no domestic violence, none of that. Nothing, not even a arrest that went, thrown out type of shit. So for him to sit there, and that's the thing. You need to ask your lawyer, it's going out. Did he ever do a record check on you to find out what your true history is, so he knows how to sit here and fight shit? He has to know your history too.
Yeah, he do.
Okay.
He said all that. He
got to know your history.
Yeah, he broke all that down. I don't have none of that. All right.
Yeah. At 50, not at 20. I love you, bye.
I love you too, bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
In this next call, you will hear Nesto tell Sonya about land he supposedly owns in Augusta, Georgia, and his plans to use it for bond. He also tells Sonya that he wants to call his daughter. Take a listen.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you up? Or are you still asleep?
I'm whatever I need to be. What's going on? You sound excited.
Yeah, I got a lot to talk about today. So, I ain't been asleep all night, but, Huh?
Talk.
Okay, I'm going to call you back, but I need to make, 4 phone calls. 4 phone calls. What time will you be available? I got to go see counselor so I can make a attorney call to my trust so I can go and get my paperwork from them so they can give it to somebody else.
Oh boy. This is giving. This is giving. I've been up all night talking to some other, OG type people in here, getting my story together and figuring out, what I'm going to, how I'm going to pop this, how I'm going to spin this, how I'm going to, whirl y'all around and pull the switcheroo on y'all. So here's what I've come up with, because, it's this dude in here that's like he's real into stocks and bonds and investments and financial. He's like a financial guru, right? It's the part I'm not telling you, but this is what this is giving, right? Because this is nothing that he's ever talked about. He never said nothing about none of this, what he's about to say. But now all of a sudden, I've been up all night. And yeah, so this is what I really been doing. I really been getting my stuff together, with this OG that know about trusts and investments and lands and stocks and bonds and all this stuff. Now I done come up with the perfect scenario to play y'all. Okay. And this how we gonna pop this. Now here's another thing. Ever since, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get some time to do some research. This is June 2023. All right, this is June 2023. Before this nor after this is the first time in, let's see, 6 more months, basically like 7 months after this time, we have not heard Nesto bring anything up about this whole trust and land situation. Or I haven't. I'm not going to say we. I have not. And I feel like I've listened to each and every one of these calls. Even when I didn't report on them, I still have been listening to all of them, right? So this man is sitting up here talking about calling somebody, talking about a trust. He never even wanted to talk to Laverte. I don't know if I missed anything about that, but as far as I know, this is the first time he ever even wanted to speak to Laverte during this whole time. All the rest of the time, it was he didn't want to bother her. Now all of a sudden, I got to call my daughter. Got to get this trust situation handled. So yeah, this is, like I said, let's go ahead and let him finish his presentation. But this is, to me, this is given, yeah, I was up all night and I got this story together, had this OG in here that knows all about financial stuff. He done help me, understand it to where I can formulate it and put it together and stuff. And so, here it goes. Here it goes right here.
They can handle my bond issue.
Let me rewind it a little.
He didn't come yesterday?
Link.
In this next call, you will hear Nesto tell Sonya about land he supposedly owns in Augusta, Georgia, and his plans to use it for bond. He also tells Sonya that he wants to call his daughter. Take a listen.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you up? Or are you still asleep?
I'm whatever I need to be. What's going on? You sound excited.
Yeah, I got a lot to talk about today, so I ain't been asleep on.
Child. I missed that. I completely and totally missed that. I'm whatever I need to be. Lord. Today and tomorrow. That's sad. Here we go.
All night, but
Talking.
Huh?
Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna call you back, but I need to make like 4 phone calls. 4 phone calls. What time will you be available? I got to go see counselor so I can make a attorney call to my trust so I can go and get my paperwork from them so they can give it to somebody else so they can handle my bond issue. I ain't waiting on somebody else.
He didn't come yesterday?
Huh? Yeah. They came late. It was late. So I need to get a screenshot of that. I got it. What I need. Bluff is a mother. Fucking boy. Yeah.
Isn't
Man, bluffers.
that shit?
I need to call my brother today. I need to call
Mhm.
Dion today. Tell them what I need. And tell them I need immediately. It's such a small chat, but it's a big old thing. I need to get a screenshot, send that to my other buddy so he can see what I got going on so I can explain him what I need for him to do.
Mhm.
And I got to get $7,000 up front before the 13th. I got to get that up. And I got the everything else to be taken care of once I talk to a trust today, this morning. I'm going to call around about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So I'll get them do they need to come up here, sign the documents, and sign it over to the bond company. And then that'll be out the way because I got some property down in Augusta down here. So I'm going to do it myself, for myself. I was trying to say that for my grandkids, but they got money put aside for that. And I do still got money in my bank account if I can get it because it got my debit card in my damn property down thing down there. But I do have my statement that the money is there. So
You'll be able to get your property when you get out on bond.
yeah, I know.
It is well. Yeah.
Who sent you your statements, Nesto? So I have my statements that the money is there. So, I mean, it's a bank. Like, where else would the money be? If you don't touch it, it's just going to be there. But so him throwing in, I got my statements that the money is still there. That's odd. That's really odd. And who sent you a bank statement? Uh, yeah, I sincerely doubt that anybody's sending you a bank statement. Okay, let's let him keep on digging this hole.
Yeah, I know. I don't have a joint. I don't have that account is not a joint account with the other people. So once it came and told me when I needed to hear, and I was right. I was right because that's why I like my fast together. When I deal with people, I like from the look the same thing to what I'm talking about in case I miss something. So the other thing is, I got it all planned in my head. Once you start listening to the way I'm talking, it's all gonna come to you. It's gonna make all the sense in the world to you. That big shit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah. Study accumulating bullshit. They're trying to go after my girls. Yeah. But my girl is the one starting that shit up. The two. Freaking frat. Oh, I need to get that. I definitely don't let me forget. I gotta get that damn video.
Again, starting up what? What could they have possibly started up? Okay, you got the teacher. Did they start up the teacher? Did they go tell the teacher to lie on you when the teacher, she has proof of her own? I'm sure she's got all sorts of messages and documentation and printouts, whatever she's got that. Okay, so that's the teacher. Then you have the lady with the that you were supposed to get the RV for. What does your daughters have to do with her? What did your daughters have anything to do with the interaction between you and these women, and what they gave you and what you promised them and what you were supposed to do with their money versus what you did with their money? Anybody? Like, can anybody tell me what his daughters would have had to do with that? Because I don't see the connection. I really don't see the connection. What did your daughters have to do with Sheridan? What did your daughters have to do with Sheridan's kids and them being on documentation that the authorities presented to Sheridan at the time when she came to talk to them? And they presented her with these documents. What do your daughters have to do with that? Now, your daughters, I guess they have their own situations or whatever it is that they presented. Um, but what do they have to do with those other things that are already being presented by people that probably didn't even know these young women? What do they have to do with any of that? Okay.
Video from Dion. See, I sent that video to my other friend, but he got a fucking ragged ass Android. Now it might come through your phone because you got an Android too, so that might.
Yeah, I got a ragged ass Android too.
Yeah, because if what happened, the videos don't come out good when you send from an Android to a.
I know.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah. So he keep all that shit
You
in.
need to email it, or you go WhatsApp it, and it's fine too.
He don't do all that. He old school.
He old like you?
Old school. Yeah. So I had to think about that shit all day yesterday. What the fuck I'm gonna do? How I'm gonna do it? And I'm glad I put my own shit back. And nobody don't understand. I learned it from my daddy when he died when I was in prison. He always said, "I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money." But when he died, that motherfucker had insurance policy every fucking way. When they took me to his house, they took me to my parents' house from the jail. So we go to the funeral. He had insurance policy everywhere. They blow their money in 6 months.
What?
They blow their money in 6 months. That's my second experience with black people with money. And blow it. She blowed it. And the whole family got all the money from her. Because she wasn't used to money. You see what I'm saying? She wasn't used to money. So all the leeches came out. 6 months, that shit was good.
Yeah, but the policy had to be assigned to somebody.
It was assigned to her.
Really?
Yeah, it was assigned to her. Yep. Her, and he had the policy insurance policy from his job too. He had that life insurance with the job. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm gonna take that land I'm trying to hold it, but it's right on time right now. So I'm gonna take deal with that, sign it over today or tomorrow. Once I get my thing together. Once I get everything organized. So when that comes, I'm good. So he's going to represent me for what that shit is down there. Supposed to be going to the other one down there, the hold. Here. Yeah, so it's a lot going on. So if I need to call you back later on, when all the niggas wake up, because they don't know that they don't wake up too late. So I give you about 2 hours sleep. And I get right on. I need to call my daughter today, so I need to get some number from her too as well, because she knows it's going as well. Yeah. This one got fence cut. This one got my other grandbaby. So I know they mad at me because I spoil her kids. I don't give a fuck. You doing all right, going to school and having business. That's what I did all that hustling for. Yeah. So I haven't talked to my other folks. I'm not gonna talk to them about this shit right here because they done did what they gonna do, and I gotta set up now in my head what I'm gonna do when I get out. So I gotta clean my own shit up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's a good thing. As your case, your folks they in fullness, so I'm good. Yeah. So I read all the little shit they say I got. So right now, yeah, I'm feeling better. So to read that shit 1,000 times last night to get it clear into my head, pull old shit out, see what I got and what it was against me. So they just trying to get my business partner to go against me as well.
Hmm. So was this when Sonya had hmm okay. So was this when he was trying to figure out where he would stay, and he's telling her your folks are in Fulton, so that's going to be okay, as in like your daughter and the kids and babies and stuff, minors, they don't live with you, or they don't live near you, so we're good on that. I'm good to go for a place to stay. I think that might have been what he was talking about, trying to like throw it in there, that I'm likely coming to you because your people are over in another county or something. That's what it sounded like to me. Also, I just wanted to say, Sonya thinks she's 22 or something, like calling him old. She always comes in with this dig for him that he's old. And I just keep on saying, oh. If he's out on bond by now, or if he gets that bond money together so that he can get bonded out, uh, Sonya is going to have something else on her hands for all of the old digs, um, all of the digging. As soon as he gets himself a little bit stable, he's not going to let her live in peace because of that. And you hear he came right back. Oh, school. It's not, we not old, we old school. And then I said, Nesto is also, I'm hearing the bitterness for his mother come out. So on another time, I was talking about the fact that he did never talk a lot or any at all about his mother. And you would just think that as he's talking to Sonya, or maybe his son, somebody, that he would ever say anything about his mother. But he's never really said anything about her that I know of until these calls right here. And the way that he's talking about how his dad had a lot of life insurance policies. First of all, just because you have life insurance policies does not mean that they're in effect. Sometimes people have a lot of policies because they have uh, they've had them and they've stopped paying them, and then somebody else came around to sell them one, and then they got another one, and then they stopped paying it, and they keep, like going, oh, I really need to get some life insurance, and then they get another one, and then somewhere in there they stop paying it. So while he's talking about all of these life insurance policies his dad had, he doesn't know if those policies were any good, because they have to be paid. They have to be consistently paid up until the person passes away to be um, in effect. And unless you have some that are completely like funded whole life insurance policies, and then you might have some life insurance policies that are worth something, but he doesn't know if all of those life insurance policies were funded. And he never did say how much money they were. They could have been $5,000 policies, $10,000 policies. They could have been something that just literally buried him with a little couple of $1,000 left over. But nevertheless, he seems very bitter with his mom for spending her money. So when a life insurance policy is left to you, or someone passes away and they leave something to you, or you're like the natural heir to whatever it is that is left behind, because you are a legal heir, right? Heir, that's yours. That's yours. He said the policies were in her name. That's his mama's money. She didn't she didn't owe her children that money. If the policies were in her name, that was her money. If she wanted to give them something, if she wanted to set something to the side for him because it sounds like he was in jail when all that happened, that's her choice. That's her prerogative. But if life insurance money is in your name, it is your money. Like, away with people that think that that's their money. And even when it's your child, which also makes me think that there probably wasn't that much money because uh, because his children, I don't know how many there were, but his children could have been on the policy as well. They could have had a portion of that money to get that was not allocated to the mother. You can put more than one beneficiary on a policy, but it sounds like he had enough for a funeral, a burial, maybe a little bit left over. And like I just said, just because somebody had policies doesn't mean the policies were in effect. So he could be walking around very hateful toward his mother, who seems like she may have already passed on. But he may be going around hating his mother for getting enough money to bury his dad and maybe get a TV and maybe a new couch out the deal. Um, let's carry on.